Alright, we're gonna see if this works, if we can do a little bit of videoing while I cook dinner. Anywho. Hey YouTube. Just realized I'm doing this at the camera angle that I hate. I actually hate vertical, long, narrow. I don't know why, I just don't like it. But we're gonna stick with it. Or maybe we'll flip it right now. There. That makes me feel better. Okay. Where were we? Yes. So it may come as no surprise that I watch Timcast IRL and Timcast. That's where I get the majority of my national news, just because it's... I like it. I think Tim Pool is very fair and honest in most of his assessments. Occasionally, I'll end up yelling at the screen while I'm watching his podcast because I think he gets some things wrong, and that's okay because he's human, and like most of us, I get things wrong all the time. And there's been the thought brought up that the most extreme thing that mainstream Trump supporters want is for the mass deportation of all criminal aliens. And that is true. Most of us want that. Most Americans actually want that if you really get down to the nuts and bolts of it. And I think I have a solution for the main critique of mass deportation being, well, the manpower. How are you going to do it? You need the manpower to get rid of potentially 20 million plus criminal aliens. How do you do it? Well, obviously you start off with what you got. With whatever police departments, CBP, ICE you have, you just get started. But the thought I had, and this may be crackpottery on my part, what if we were to bring back outlawry? And I think that's the correct term. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't mean cowboys and Indians and outlaws, Wild West. The original meaning of the word outlaw. What an outlaw used to be, and we're going back like medieval Europe and before, like Viking saga time frame, an outlaw was someone who was outside the law, meaning they were a criminal, but also the law could not protect them because they had chosen, through their own actions, to give up the protections of the law. So typically what would happen, you see this along the Icelandic sagas, is someone would commit a crime, i.e. murder, which is a common cause of being outlawed, and in response, and this, from what I understand, this you see this in the sagas only happening if it was, yes, confirmed witnesses, so-and-so clearly took this guy's life, and it was not self-defense, it was a murder. And instead of trying to hunt him down and arrest him and throw him in prison or execute him, the easiest thing to do would be to just have him decreed an outlaw. Meaning, we are not going to spend the resources as a society to protect you with the law anymore. And the biggest consequence of being outlawed is if someone came across you while you were outlawed, killing you had no consequence. Now, people are seeing where I'm going with this, which is why it's a bit of a crackpot idea. I'm not advocating for violence, it's just this would be a really good motivator for a lot of people to leave on their own. Because, and not just they're an outlaw, there's no consequence if I kill them, but what if it was, there's no legal protections? Because think about it, a lot of the reason why people come to the United States illegally is because they get treated better than the citizens. They get treated better than law-abiding citizens like you and me. They get free stuff. They get free housing, they get free food, they get free health care. Why would they not come? The idiots are the ones who are trying to do it legally. Let's see, I think that's... Yep, okay. So anyways. No, I wasn't done, but what do you need?
I was asking if
Sorry about that. I had to parent. Child had a question. Anywho. So yeah. That would solve the issue of manpower. If you simply make it a situation where, fine, you want to be an illegally... you want to be a criminal alien here in the United States? Okay, but you will have no legal protections. You chose to come here criminally, outside the law. See where this term originally got its name, how it got its name. You've decided to act outside the law. Now you can live outside the law, meaning the law will not be there to keep you safe if something happens to you. Is it a good solution? Probably not. Is it essentially the purge? Kind of. Is it a bad idea? Most likely. But it's not like that's any different than what we've been doing as a nation for how many years now? We just seem to run off of bad ideas. And yeah. Hope you're all having a wonderful primary season. Donald Trump, congratulations on sweeping Super Tuesday. I'm sorry you didn't get Vermont. That's a bummer, but at least you got all the others. And yeah, I'm going to review what I've videoed and see if I'm going to keep it or not. I think this is a fascinating idea. Of course, it's probably a dumb idea. Anyways, ciao.